perfect way to start this evening is with a strong foundation, something our outstanding business honoree knows all about. Represented by Ty Cortright and his team, Cortright Enterprises, they've shown us the power of combining skill with purpose. Ty and Cortright Enterprises were nominated by Larry Crispell and Larissa O'Neill from Breck History, recognizing their incredible work in preserving our community's historic treasures. Let's take a look at a video of Ty's nomination.
I'm Larry Crispell. I'm a board member of Breck History, and I'm here to recognize Ty Cortright, Cortright Enterprises, for outstanding business.
I'm Larissa O'Neill, Executive Director at Breck History, and I'm so glad that Cortright Enterprises has been selected for this year's Outstanding Business Award. Now, a few years ago, our organization was at a crossroads. Our longtime historic preservation contractor was retiring. We were looking for someone to pick up this work. And this is work that's never straightforward, where the plans get thrown out the window left and right. But Ty offered up his expertise. And he started at the Sally Barber project, where we were stabilizing the ore bin up there. And not only did he lead the project, but he also became the unofficial tour guide for the site. He regularly would drop what he was doing to visit with people, let them know about the Sally Barber and the work he was doing up there.
And the feedback that he was getting from that was important to him, that these people who came by and asked these questions were very appreciative of the work that Ty was doing at the Sally Barber. And he mentioned to me, as he went through that building season, he said, "Larry, this is the most fun that I've had in a building season in 25 years of building in Breckenridge," because of that really positive feedback he was getting.
If the Sally Barber project was fun for Ty, the Jesse Mill stabilization was type 2 fun. This was a much bigger structure, so much more complex with a lot of challenges. At the top of the structure, Ty early on realized that a lot of the posts had significant rot, and these were the posts that needed to support the roof trusses. All of this happening 60 feet off the ground on a deteriorating 140-year-old mining structure.
I met Ty up there. We went up, I had ladders and scaffolds set up, and we went. Ty started walking around the top of that, and I could see that he was getting it. And by the end of that visit, there was a light in Ty's eyes, and I think he really got it. And I'm going, yes, this is our man. He has the vision too.
Ty figured out a plan, he put it into place, and he still had a smile on his face at the end of the project.
Project after project, we've had a wonderful working relationship with Ty. And so I was proud to nominate him for this very important award, and he is so deserving of this for everything that he's done for our community.
And that's the thing, Ty just keeps showing up for us. He's so committed to this work in a time and a place where private construction continues to be so profitable. Ty's right there with us, and he's always making the time to do this important community work. For that, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Ty, for all that you do to help us preserve these special places for the future.
Please welcome to the stage, outstanding business, Ty Cortright, Cortright Enterprises.
Thank you so much. I was going to start out by explaining what it is that we do at Cortright Enterprises, but I think that says quite a bit of it. You know, we've been a framing crew here for 27 years, and we've been working on custom homes for most of that time. And I would say that over those years, we've framed probably 80 to 90 homes here in Summit County, particularly in the Breckenridge area. And, you know, I just want to throw out a thanks to my crew. I love my crew. You know, these guys are the people who really do make it happen. And, you know, three of the leaders of that crew are here tonight. Jason Michalowski, Matt Wilson, and Crisanto Reyes are all here tonight. And, you know, without them, we all can do what we can do as individuals, and we're limited. But when you put a team together, it just really makes it happen, and in this industry in particular. So, you know, my wife Susie and I, we moved here 27 years ago, and we've raised 3 kids in this community, and they've all part of the Summit School District, and they went to Breck all the way through the high school. And, you know, the Summit Foundation has given them scholarships out of college, and we are very grateful for the community, the teachers, the coaches. Giving back to the community is a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. And, you know, when Larry and Larissa approached me and asked me if I would take over for Tony Harris as the builder for Breck History, I think it was a matter of seconds before I thought through, and I said yes. And I found so much reward in it. And, you know, there was so many times that, you know, like different people in the Breck History group would come up and help me. Guys like Bill Fountain would show up at the site, and, you know, Peter Grosich would ride by on his bike, and Tony Harris multiple times would ride by on his bike. And it was always great to talk things through with people, you know. And I definitely appreciated being part of what I hold dear to is the trail systems here in Summit. So to be part of Sally Barber was a very special thing, because I am one of those people that have ridden my bike past it, hiked past it, and skied past it at least 1,000 times in the last 27 years. So that beautiful twisted wreck of a building that was going to fall over, it was an honor to be someone who could save it, you know. And Larry and I, we got stuck at one point on what we were going to do to put that head frame together. And Larry, in his infinite wisdom, had us meet up with Robin Theobald at his land. And Robin, within a few minutes even, explained how the head frame of a mine worked. And then he showed us some of the artifacts that were in his land. And he gave us the parts that hold the shiv wheel to the head frame. So at that point, Larry and I realized that some of the artifacts and some of the parts that were going in the head frame were laying around in piles around the mine. So within a few days, we had that head frame attached, and some of the parts were in the places where they belonged. And that the reward of that was really something, you know. So I also wanted to say that one of the other things that we're doing at Cortright Enterprises is we are working on, we're framing the workforce housing neighborhood of the Stables Village. And you know, Susie and me and our family, we pretty much grew up in the Wellington neighborhood, another workforce housing neighborhood. And the sense of community that we got in the Wellington neighborhood is one thing that I would certainly like to be a part of building. So between Breck History and working on community housing, I know that Cortright Enterprises has a certain path ahead of it. And I'm going to keep doing custom homes because that's part of what we do as well. But I know that, you know, finding a place in, you know, your workplace and finding a place in your neighborhood community and finding a place in your family and all of that is all part of like a buildup. And I think the reason why I'm standing here today is because I'm starting to find a place in the community at large with what I do. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the people that give me the opportunity. You know, Gene Myers is here at my table, and he is the builder at the Stables neighborhood. And I invited him here because, you know, what he's doing there, and he's a good man with good intentions and a good idea of how to build this sustainably. So, you know, I think that we all have our skills, and we all have the ability to do good things. And I think for me, finding a place to do it in a community sense has been monumental. So Thank you, everybody. And, Larissa O'Neill, one thing she said to me when she told me I was going to get this award is that this is her favorite night of the year. And it is because the community does get together and the community recognizes the people and everybody who does work towards doing this. So thank you all very much.